So there's that. Then of course there's the whole hood thing. Looked like a certain shall we say clan. Blizzard's response to the criticism has basically been to change the back of the hood to no longer represent that particular group. However, I think for a lot of people it's like, yeah, cool. Well, now it no longer looks like a foot soldier. Maybe just looks like, you know, the Grand Warlock or Cyclops or other silly names they have.
You've just adorned the hood. You haven't changed the fundamental problem, which was the pointy big top bit and the color, which is
more silhouette.
Which is unfortunate because I actually think like if it had shipped like the new one, I think people wouldn't have drawn that comparison quite as quick, or it wouldn't have been quite as obvious and loud, which is very annoying.
The conversation has certainly been rooted in the the initial here, so I imagine there'll be another round of changes to that, frankly.
Yeah, and I can see it looks to me like these changes were just, well, we don't want to change the silhouette or remodel it. We can add detail and get away.
You can see why. Like, look at the flow. It's quite a nice flow to the set when you look at it from the front.
It is gorgeous, like.
So yeah, they're probably going to be working on that. Then also, nice little thing, loads of puzzles and mini games in Zereth Mortis. Hey, I like these. My next favorite thing is watching Mythic Raiders completely fail at them.
Oh my god, the one Twitch clip of Lorgok doing the ley lines puzzle fucking ended me, like.
Oh yeah,
man.
But yeah, so there's one of these where you have 100 squares and 20 runes, 10 each row, 10 each column. Clicking one side of the runes will turn on or off all squares adjacent to the runes line or column. The objective is to turn off all the squares. So there you go. You have to finish the puzzle within 7 moves.
God.
Some people will have fun with the puzzle. Others will get an add-on.
Yep. So I'm going to be brutally honest, right? See the other ones, the Bejeweled and the ley lines. I think those are fun. I don't know why it is. I've never sat down and learned the pattern to these protolocks, like, you know what they are. Yeah. I've never learned them, so I'm like, oh fuck, this is going to be brutal for me. But well.
All that we've got the
single version, which is the one you get all the cardinals around it all swap, which fucks me up every time.
We've got this one where it looks like the hardest of the puzzles at first glance, but it's quite easy to solve if you know what to do. There are 9 runes on the panel, each rune with 4 different characteristics: shape, or core shape, number of core shapes, border shape, number of border shapes. You need to pair the runes in this puzzle in groups of 3. Each group needs to either have a characteristic that matches between all 3 of them, or none between all 4 of their characteristics.
Nice. I like a little pattern recognition.
Yep. We have got Bejeweled.
Yep.
Good. Love Bejeweled. We have got the lines.
Yep.
Good.
Love the lines.
Good. Love the lines. There you go. Hey, I think these things are more fun. Put them in. Yeah. And hey, guess what? If people don't like them, they'll just install an add-on anyway.
Also, I think one thing that I'll notice is the fact that they're done against the backdrop instead of against the world is a massive UX improvement. Because the amount of times your camera would shit the bed when you're trying to do the ley lines, or you would just have like someone stand on top of you so you can't see. So that's a nice improvement.
Yeah, so I think that's all pretty sweet. Then another nice thing, hey, look, feedback. What do we want to be acted on? And here it has. Zereth Mortis campaign skip for alts. You'll be able to skip the first 3 chapters of the Zereth Mortis campaign on alts if you have done at least once before in one of your characters. You just talk to Talanara by the Orbos Enclave. Skipping the first 3 chapters will give you access to the Zereth Mortis zone, the initial part of the Cypher the First One system, and the Pokopok zone companion. We do not know whether these first 3 chapters will be available on launch, but due to the introductory nature of them, we do imagine they're day 1. Yeah, they're day 1. Almost certainly day 1.
Sweet.
So, hey, there's skips being put in from the start. Look, a lot of people are going to say, oh, don't care about 9.2 though. Fair enough. But what if the next expansion has a theme that you do like, and all of these lessons are carried forward into that expansion?
Yep.
That would be good. That's the main point.
Yep.
Also, by the way, new soul shapes for the Night Fae. That's pretty cool. All it says, let me be a penguin and Azeroth, please. Let's keep them. How do we keep them? How do you keep them and then balance that? I am not really sure.
You probably don't, honestly speaking.
Yeah, fuck it. Just leave it in the game.
Put it into the general tab for anyone who has done a specific way to unlock it. So you get a quest to access it, that maybe there's some, because obviously with the way Kyrians have links to the Shadowlands and stuff, they can come back out and pick us up. Have some link to the Night Fae somewhere in Val Shiraz, because the Emerald Dream's close. Talk to an NPC, do a quest, unlock it, goes in your general tab, only usable in...
Yes, that's important.
Only usable in Rested Zones.
Yeah, great. Because I think we want that flavor, but we all understand that you can't just give everyone in the game a blink forever.
Yep.
So I think that's a good way to deal with it.